All right, welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. This is part two. Okay. I want to kind of break it up in little sections. So that way, you kind of go at your own pace and be able to see, you can see all of them, one of them, none of them, whatever resonates with you. But I do encourage you to check it out, though, and definitely some useful information potentially. Okay. So, all right, y'all. We're gonna do a quick little pull from both of these, okay? So this one right can be very uplifting for sure. A wisdom card. So I'm definitely a firm believer in that we have all the answers truly within us, and sometimes it takes certain situations and things to happen in our lives to be able to unlock those doors and unlock that knowledge and everything, and bring it up to the forefront. So I was gonna dive into a little bit of both of these today. Okay, so I'm gonna have the box. I just want to have it in frame, not a sponsor, just so you kind of see what we're using, and we're gonna keep it moving. So enjoying this is a coffee hour, so still got the cup of Joe right there. Nice cup of coffee. So I promise you, I practice moderation. This is just one cup a day. So I would like to think that I do practice moderation. Oh, where's the music? Here we go. Excellent. All right, y'all. So we're gonna do what we're gonna do is we're gonna shuffle the cards first, and then well, before we get started, let's not forget, gotta even though I did sage just a second ago in the other reading I did, um, it's always good to cleanse in between readings. Okay, so I'm gonna do this here. Universe, thank you so much for this time with the Wolfpack family. Hope that whatever messages come out during this time, may it be of help and use to anyone and everyone on their journey. So, thank you, universe, for this time. We are so eternally grateful. All right. This area is cleansed, and both of these cards decks are cleansed. So, all right, y'all. Let's continue. Let's get started. All right. So, excuse me. So, what message do we have for the collective in the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck? Mm. Let's take a look. See. Thought that one wanted to come out for a second. Oh, looks like that one wanted to come out and play. All right. Any other cards for the collective? Mm-hmm. Maybe a few more shuffles, and then we'll go to the next one. Mm-hmm. Okay. One more. All right. That's probably a reason for that one. Okay. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and do the Awake Inner Wisdom cards. Okay. Okay. I'll put these other ones off to the side. Here we go. All right. Anything from here, universe? Guides, higher selves, any positive entities working for our highest alignments, any entities not in our highest alignment are not welcome here. Okay. This area is protected. This reading is protective, as our beautiful Wolfpack friends collective. Shine on. That's right. Let's see if we have any other words. There we go. I think that should be okay. 444, I just saw. So I think that's a good time for the time on the video. Okay, so let's do these here, okay? Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. Beautiful. No, it is not yet time. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. So, this, by the way, is in the perspective of Archangel Michael speaking to you. Just to give a little bit of clarification on that. Okay. I'll put those right there. All right, perfect. And then now from the Wake Inner Wisdom cards, we saw the Shine On. It made me think of that one song, Dream On. This is Shine On, Shine On, Shine until your dreams come true. And just keep shining after that. Look at that. Reflects your light, spread it to the world. Intent. Okay. And bliss. Let's see what we have. Okay. Right. Okay. So, all right, y'all. I think someone is kind of like stepping into some kind of like spotlight, perhaps. Someone's kind of like taking the reins and embodying the divine masculine, divine feminine, take what resonates and what you feel, because everyone has a divine masculine and feminine energies, just in different varying levels. This here, though, is, to me, it feels the energy of someone like coming into their prime and someone coming into a good part in their life. Maybe they are trying to, and this kind of makes me think of, if you check out the first part, someone taking calculated steps. It's all about intent, though, at the end of the day. Intent is what really is going to matter, and the universe is definitely going to see that, your guides, and the whole karmic system, and the love and everything like that. What we put out, you get back. But this is someone that is maybe finally embodying that self-confidence, that love for self, you know what I mean, and shining on. And they are literally like reflections, but at the same time, by being reflection, like, being able to bounce light, like, the sun radiating and coming down on you, and then being able to like shine on to the next person, or even just like a simple smile to somebody, you know what I mean. This is somebody's energy that's coming into their fruition, coming into the king or queen energy. And I will say one thing, though, just in general, and this is probably what's coming with it, not the right time yet. This is someone that's like very ambitious, and almost to the point where they are wanting to do things to get to their end goal, because to them, that's what that bliss is. But at the same time, there's a part of them that has that pearl of knowledge, knowing that they are, with what they have, they're already in bliss. You know what I mean? And Archangel Michael, if you work with him, or just your angels or your guides in general, this to me is representative of your divine protection. You know what I mean? That they are ensuring that in the proper time, that things will get taken care of in the divine time, because it's in divine timing and not your time. Now we are the manifestors and inhabitors of our own reality. So based on your beliefs and you working on the inner self and doing the inner work, there's a multitude of things that could potentially like speed up the process of your manifestations and things that you want to do. But obviously it's like a case by case basis. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But I will say, though, in the midst of upgrading, though, and enhancing and frequency, though, just know that while you're also reflecting light to the world, you're also reflecting other aspects. So, probably heard the saying, there's always going to be haters or whatever like that. I mean, everything in how I see it is all a matter of perception anyways. You know what I mean? If you want to call them haters, or you want to call them maybe a reflection of something that's within us, you know what I mean, reflected out in the world. Because like at the end of the day, every single person is a pearl on their own right. They are gods and goddesses in their own right, and they are divine interpretations of source. And I feel that there's no wrong or a right way to live life. You know what I mean? Just, do your best to, be kind and loving to everyone. And yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I do believe also in duality. So I do believe that there's a reason why things in the world that we don't care for exists, because one can't exist without the other. And I feel what resonates with me is that the universe allows certain things in our lives based on how much work we are willing to put in on ourselves. You know what I mean? Because that's like the cheat code, in my opinion, the shortcut to manifestations and things like that is taking the inner time, taking the time truly without distraction. I mean, alone time. I'm not talking about scrolling on the social media or anything like that. I love y'all, obviously, and come back. Um, anytime, but also I value the importance of also kind of like getting in touch with oneself and disconnecting from the phone and everything, at least for a time. Maybe just have like an ambient, if you have to have like an ambient sound, but if you can, do complete silence. You'll come to realize the pearls of wisdom that you can get from the universe, if you practice them all. You know what I mean? Maybe minutes at a time, because when you sit in complete silence and you sit to be alone by yourself, that can be uncomfortable at first for those that are not used to doing that. But I feel that kind of like allowing allowing divine surrender to the universe. Like, you are doing everything that you can right now. You are stepping into your prime. You're stepping into your purpose. Okay, so you are doing the work. Please give yourself some credit for that. And that also means giving yourself some love, valuing yourself like you do others. That you're this pearl that is just encapsulated by protection and love by your guide's universe, higher power, whatever you want to call it, whatever works for you. You know what I mean? But allowing that little bit of surrender to the universe, and like, hey, it's not that you're not doing any work, because you still got to put in the work, but you are doing the work. Whoever I'm speaking to right now, you are doing the work. You're stepping into your prime. But take time of reflection, take time to self, take time to heal. Your guides are with you to take care of the rest. I assure you. Be prepared that while you're also reflecting light, you may also reflect other people's shadows to themselves. You know what I mean? Because when you're operating from a very high frequency, sometimes that can bring things out in other people. You know what I mean? And have them confront the parts of themselves, and that's where perhaps sometimes as you're elevating, you may have people just randomly like treat you differently, and it's unfortunate, but I mean, that's sometimes how it works sometimes. um, Real quick, and then we'll end it there, see what we have on the bottom of the deck. Light as matter. It's funny, I like that this is light as matter, the whole card is black. So it's, to me, it's that representation of duality for sure. And let's see what we have here, and then we'll close it off here. Your vibration is rising. What am I saying, collective? I'm telling you, look at this. This is so beautiful. Look, you are shining. You are shining, whoever you are, whoever group of people this is applying to. You are shining. You are loved because you are divinely protected. And I just got like an overwhelming like sense of like, I am with you energy. You know what I mean? Like, wow. And as I'm like talking right now, I'm just like this overwhelming like love and like peace. Um, yeah, wow, it's powerful. Your vibration is rising. You know what I mean? Your vibration is rising. You're stepping into this prime. Trust that your protection is going to be with you and guide you through these times. Continue to shine on. And I tell you, don't let anyone ever dim your light. Live who you are authentically, and be authentically you, and try to do good to others. Um, Obviously, definition is good. It's a matter of perspective, but you know what I mean. Love one another. You know what I mean? Because you are love. I am love. We are love. And I love you all, Wolfpack friends. I hope this was insightful. I'm going to close this one out, and then I may do one more, maybe a part 3. So you're welcome to stay tuned and for that, and maybe I'll do one more deck, okay? I love you, Wolfpack family. Have a great day. Enjoy your coffee or beverage of choice during the day. Get supercharged. We'll talk soon. Ciao.